This is Ralph Irvin in the Yates Gymnasium, home of the UCLA Gymnastics team, and I'm joined by UCLA head coach Valorie Kondos Field. And Coach, looking back, talk to us about last weekend's meet at Stanford.
Actually, we started off really well. We started off on bars, did great. Went to vault and had another hiccup with Lachelle. She, from what I found out later, she was stressed out because she found out that we were so thin on vault that there was only 5 people going up. And so what happened, she went extra hard and just like plowed into the vaulting table, which she shouldn't do because she's a far better vaulter than that. Finished off well and went to floor, did well, and then went to beam. And even though we had 3 falls, which is infuriating because they didn't really need to, I still felt that they actually competed better than they have. I'm talking about like Tanya and Talia. Talia Kuczynski's never been in the beam lineup for us at a meet like this, and so she did well. Especially, she actually competed better than she trains. And Tawny had a fall on her back handspring layout. I was standing right behind it. She was off on the back handspring, so I knew there was no way. But it's the first time in Tawny's career here as a Bruin that I've seen her compete balance beam without that deer in the headlight look. And so that was encouraging to me. Brittany shouldn't have fallen. Brittany never falls in the gym. So that's just the mental toughness that the beam coach has got to get on and figure out.
And a good performance, though, out of a couple of gymnasts in this meet.
We had some really good performances. It's really nice to see Lachelle Wong get comfortable with her bar routine. It's a big, big bar dismount. And just 2 weeks ago, we didn't know if she would be able to compete the bar dismount with the routine this season. And she just said to me one day, she goes, "No, Miss Val, I can do it. I'm going to do it. Put me in. I can do it. I'll be safe. I need to compete it to be able to get comfortable enough to be able to hit it flawlessly." So that's what we've been doing with her. And I keep mentioning Talia, but these last 2 weekends, Talia's stepped up. And when we talk about our depth and me having to see where our depth is, Talia's a competitor. And, if she can get a few more reps under her belt on floor, I think she should be able to score consistently 9.85, possibly a 9.9 here and there. And we may need that in the home stretch.
Now, the last couple meets, some gymnasts have been rested. Is that for injury purposes or other reasons?
It's not for injury purposes as much as it is for tweaks. We started off this season, obviously we're not going to go undefeated. So let's recalculate and see where we are with our student athletes. Monique De La Torre is that close from being full 100% strength with an ankle injury she's had the last few weeks. So it was really hard to be on the floor at Stanford knowing Lachelle went down in vault and Nikki Tom's coming up at the end with a Yurchenko layout that's not going to score above a 9.4. So, and we had Monique. I knew she could compete. I knew she could compete well, but she hadn't trained vault the last week, and we were nursing that ankle. Had it been championships or even Pac-10s, she could have come in and done it. Some people have the philosophy that you go in to win every meet. And we always put in a lineup that should be able to hit, and if they hit, they should be able to win. Mm-hmm. To me, it's more important to teach our team how to play to win, regardless of who's competing. So instead of me taking Nikki out and putting Monique in and taking Talia out on floor and making Olivia go or, switching the lineup like that to win, I would rather teach the student athletes that make that lineup, teach them how to win. That's more important at this stage of the game.
Now, coming up this week, you hit the road once again, another Pac-10 rival in Oregon State. It's
going to be a great meet. Oregon State always has a great crowd. They compete very well at home, so that will be fun. We did not have Elise Hoffner-Hibbs this last meet. The last day of workout on Friday, she literally was rolling off the vault mat and just, you had to go like that and your neck cracks. Well, it twisted a little vertebrae in there, so she had some muscle spasms. Once again, we could have gotten very aggressive with her and had her compete on Sunday. We didn't. We didn't even travel her, so she didn't have to worry about flying and all that. But she'll be back. Monique, I just saw on Bruin Walk, and she's like jumping like up and down like this going, "Coach, I'm ready, put me in." So she's back. Olivia Courtney We are trying to get the scar tissue broken up around her hamstring. That's been a nagging injury for her for 2 years now. So we're trying to get all of that worked out with her. Like I said, if this was championship season, we'd have a whole different lineup in. Right now, we're trying to be as healthy as possible come March and April. And in the process, I'm trying to figure out our lineup.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this week at Oregon State, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
It's UCLA head coach Valorie Kondos Field. Of course, the best news and notes on UCLA gymnastics. Get it all right here. UCLABruins.com.